Hello, everybody. Welcome to our Winner Wednesday episode for our LCF Lifestyle Talk with yours truly, your diet doctora, Dr. Josephine Grace Rohotan. And for our Winner Wednesday, we usually celebrate yung mga iba't ibang wins ng mga community members natin when it comes to low carb and fasting. Marami yung mga nag-weight loss, marami rin nagkaroon ng muscles, marami din yung mga gumaling sa iba't ibang klaseng sakit. So, hindi lang po diabetes, hindi lang high blood pressure, even other serious illness like autoimmune disease na pagkakaroon ng rheumatoid arthritis, merong mga fatty liver, gallbladder issues, merong PCOS, hindi makaanak. There are others also na nagkakaroon ng problema with tumors and cancers and are being helped with proper nutrition, and that is low carb and fasting. So, special ang today na episode because we are celebrating not just the win of an individual but the win of our community sa low carb universe. I am currently here in Mindanao and I am the guest speaker in one of the big events here in Region 12 composed of nasa more than 14 provinces. So, I will give a talk around 1 o'clock at bago ako pumunta doon, I thought of sharing with you this celebration because it is a win for all of us because we are already being acknowledged na ang low carb nutrition is really one way to go when it comes to improving individual health. And this community, this government agency actually, is so good and open to new knowledge at dahil yun sa mga members na katulad ninyo na parating nagsusubaybay sa ating program, sa ating pages when it comes to health education. So isa sa kanila, help and introduced low carb nutrition sa mga organizers, and they invited us to become a part of their health and wellness program. So we will educate as many people as possible sa pagkakaroon ng improvement sa kanilang lifestyle. So if you want to be a part of that advocacy na para tayo ay gumawa ng healthy community, we can start this by making sure na gagawin natin ang apat na bagay nito. So the first thing into creating a healthy community, of course, is by starting with yourselves. So mauna muna sa sarili nyo. Hindi pwedeng you will just dictate others to be healthy or to change in lifestyle na kayo mismo ay hindi nyo ginagawa. For those of you that are in the position to influence others when it comes to communities, like hindi lang ito sa public service. It can also be in private companies or it can even be in small groups like group of friends or pwede rin in your family. You can start to build your own healthy community na magsisimula sa inyo. Hindi pwedeng maniniwala ka sa low carb at sasabihin mo yung kapatid mo na mag low carb ka kasi may sakit ka when you yourself is not doing it. So, kailangan, number one talaga is magsimula muna sa inyong sarili. Once you already deal with your own health issues because you did the low carb the right way and na-incorporate nyo rin yung fasting, you can make sure na eventually your results will show up. And the moment na yung results ninyo sa health improvement ninyo ay makikita na, it's just a matter of time that people close to you will also be intrigued. They will be curious and at the same time, they also want to know for themselves kung paano ito gawin. And number two na kailangan ninyong gawin after you already practice it yourself, hindi lang pwedeng the moment you lose weight ay titigil na kayo agad. The moment na okay na yung blood sugar ninyo ay balik na kayo sa pagkain ng kanin, balik na kayo sa pagkain ng other starches like bread or noodles or pasta. Of course not. Because second item when it comes to creating a healthy community after practicing it yourself is to be consistent. So, kailangan consistent muna kayo sa inyong journey. Hindi pwedeng this day, nag-low carb ka, tomorrow, high carb na naman, and then the next 2 days, nagpa-fasting ka, but after that, balik ka na naman sa iyong previous high carb, unhealthy junk eating. If you like our advocacy and you want to support this, you can also start by sharing our videos, and of course, make sure na to tag your family and friends para malaman nila that we are already live and online too. When it comes to our LCF Lifestyle Talk, it's our daily videos, and this is in support to those who are still starting at sa mga matagal na rin sa low carb community natin na gustong ipagpatuloy ang lifestyle na ito, knowing that you are not alone. So hello po sa lahat ng ating mga live viewers. Maraming salamat for always tuning in and for always supporting our advocacy by liking, sharing, reacting, commenting, and of course, most importantly, doing it on yourself. Yung pinaka-importante talaga, kahit silent reader ka lang, kahit silent follower, kahit silent viewer ka lang, okay lang yan. As long as you live it yourself and you are also reaping the benefits. So that is the important things when it comes to creating a healthy community. So the first one would be practicing it yourself. Number two would be being consistent. So try to be consistent as much as possible. And we will move on to number three. You be consistent, but you make sure that you continuously learn. So dapat kailangan hindi tayo ma-stagnate lang because there are ever-changing evidences for best practices kung paano pa natin may improve yung lifestyle na ito. Before, we just started with fasting and low carb. Now we know that eating proteins is also equally important. And we also know na hindi lang pala ang pag-avoid sa sugar yung kailangan natin. Hindi lang yung pag-avoid sa tinapay, sa kanin, sa starch, hindi lang po yon. Equally or even more so important is yung pag-avoid natin sa mga unhealthy fats. Not because we are low carb, ay pwede na natin kainin lahat ng fats. Ang fats po ay iba-iba. May mga good fats, yun yung mga natural fats na nanggaling sa avocado, nanggaling sa niyog, nanggaling sa olive oil, nanggaling sa taba ng baboy, taba ng baka, sa bangus, sa isda. All of those fats are good because they are natural fats. Pero if hindi tayo mapili sa ating fat sources, tulad ng vegetable oils, canola oil, soybean oil, corn oil, and we have sunflower oil, at marami pang factory-derived oils, margarine, ang paggamit ng shortening, all of those oils are so toxic na mas nakakatakot pa when you take in all of those inflammatory oils as compared kung kumain ka ng isang candy in a day. That is how damaging those oils are because hindi man sila diretsang nakakapagpataas ng inyong blood sugar, but they are affecting our body the wrong way by inducing inflammation. At kapag yung inflammation na ito ay mataas, that is also leading into insulin resistance. So your intolerance to glucose will be even so much worse. So hindi ka na magkakaroon ng tolerance even to good or slight amount of glucose, especially complex carbohydrates na allowed naman sa low carb lifestyle, especially the low carb ones, the green leafy vegetables, certain vegetables like pipino, sayote. Those are actually fruits, but low carb ones, pipino, sayote, and meron ding talong. All of those are allowed sa ating low carb lifestyle. And that is why we are also doing our best to provide learning programs sa mga gusto talagang matuto so that they can help others more, they can help their community. That's why we opened up our doors and we made the low carb and fasting masterclass po para mas marami tayong matulungan, mas mag-guide sa kanilang patuloy na pag-learn sa pagmamaster nila ng ating low carb nutrition and therapeutic fasting lifestyle in order to address yung marami sa modern day diseases na nagkakaroon na ng sobrang laking impact, not just in our economy but also in our life talaga. The moment na merong isang miyembro ng pamilya na magkakasakit, ito ay mararamdaman ng lahat. and it's not an easy feat. Hindi ito basta maliit na bagay lamang, because even if it's just a mild illness, pero when it comes to need of hospitalization, eto ay magkakaroon na ng equivalent of a lot of spending. And even in the workplace, kahit hindi sa inyo yung manggaling yung panggastos sa ospital, having a day na kulang yung nagtatrabaho, kulang yung numbers of employees, will already result to poorer outcome, poorer performance ng isang kumpanya. So if you want your team to perform well and to have output, nagkakaroon kayo ng inyong outcomes, success outcomes that are so good in your company, then you better make sure na you invest on the health of your members. So if you are holding a leadership role in your community, may it that be in public or private, nasa organization ba or informal organization like group of family and friends, then you are in the position to help others, which brings us to our fourth and final important aspect when it comes to creating a healthy community, and that is preaching. So you should practice first what you need to do, and then you preach it. So as a matter of fact, when you are already in low carb lifestyle, sobrang dami po. Wala pa akong kilalang low carber na sinesikreto niya yung kanyang pagiging low carber. Initially, yes, marami yan. Hands up sa mga medyo shy type nung simula, na natatakot silang i-bash, na sabihan sila na nagda-diet sila just because they are doing low carb lifestyle. But eventually, the moment you see it works, the moment you notice na eto talaga ay effective and it is very natural, it is very doable, lahat sa atin kayang-kayang gawin ito. The moment you do it, you become consistent and you learn, eventually it will just follow that the next best step is to preach it, to teach others, to help others in order to have a healthier community. Because sayang yung ganda ng ating pakiramdam, yung improvement sa ating health, if we will just be in that healthy state alone. Of course, no man is an island. Mas masarap pa rin yung pamumuhay when we are with the people that we care about and our loved ones. Kaya if you wish that your family and friends and loved ones and co-workers will also be equally healthy, start with yourself, and eventually, the moment you are on your way to your best self yet, marami kang maeengganyo, and mas nakakatuwa, mas nagiging enjoyable, at magiging mas fulfilling yung ating way of life. So that's our topic for today for our Winner Wednesday, and shout out especially sa mga community members natin in low carb feasting and fasting community. More than 300,000 na tayo, and more than 400,000 nearing 450,000 na tayo sa Life Without Rice. So invite more of your family and friends to be a part of that group para magsimula na yung ating goal to have a healthier Philippines. So maraming salamat everyone. And for those who are near Ortigas, I will be in Ortigas and I will open up our center for LCF private sessions, and stay tuned lang po, because starting November 15, we will already open it to public for those who need one-on-one coaching, and you will be happy and amazed kung sino yung mga coaches na pwede ninyong makita at pwede kayong pa-schedule sa LCF Center. But for on November 15, I will be there to cater the private sessions, one-on-one private sessions, kung sino man yung gusto magpa-schedule. And for those who are near Panay Island in Boracay, let's have an LCF meet and greet there. Nandun po ako on November 29, 2022, together with other family and loved ones. And of course, on November 4, magkakaroon tayo ng LCF Center Ortigas meet in Christmas get together. So this is in lieu of National Low Carb Day Part 2, since we will now push through with National Low Carb Day 2023 next year na. yung December 4 will be our Christmas get-together. So, maraming surprises na magaganap, merong mga giveaways, and of course, it's a matter of us celebrating Christmas the low-carb and fasting way, the healthier way. You can bring your family and friends, and I hope to see you there. Message nyo po yung admins natin if you wish to know more. At sa mga merong problema pa sa kanilang diabetes or wants their family members to get to know more about diabetes but walang time to finish the 21-day masterclass because we already have a low carb and fasting masterclass for diabetes. Yun yung extensive na 21-day course. But for those na marami na ring alam dahil parating nagsusubaybay sa ating pages, sa ating videos, it's like 80% parang perfect na yung paggawa ng low carb. However, some tuning is kailangan pa rin, especially sa may mga iniinom ng gamot, na diagnosed na with diabetes, meron ng end organ damage, meron ng complications. You are encouraged to join this 2-hour diabetes type 2 intensive course. It is live webinar. So, live po ito on December 6th. It's going to be on a Monday. For Filipinos, it's going to be 11 in the morning until 1 p.m. For international man, for those based abroad and merong mga members ng kanilang family and loved ones and community na English speakers, we will open up an international English course na intensive course still on 2 hours only diabetes type 2 intensive course earlier that day. So 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. So it's just going to be 2 hours, but it's going to be loaded with lots of information, everything that you need to know when it comes to starting low carb lifestyle and therapeutic fasting para sa merong mga diabetes. So if you wish to be a part of that, just message our admin in order for you to know more. Or you can also check out jgrtanmd.com for more. So maraming salamat everybody. That's our topic for today, creating a healthy community by first doing it yourself, second by being consistent, number 3 is to keep on learning, and lastly the ultimate goal is to teach to help others become healthier as well. And if tayong lahat ay gagawa niyan, it's just a matter of time that we will now see hopefully a diabetes free and healthier Philippines, and of course hopefully the buong mundo. So, yun lang po. Maraming salamat, everybody. Thank you so much for being with us. And as always, remember to stay low carb so that we all stay safe. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, you can see more contents in our YouTube and Facebook channels at Dr. Josephine Grace Rojo and Dr. Josephine Grace Rojo Tan, respectively. For those who wish to be guided, we have an ongoing structured learning program where we will teach you how to adapt a low carb and fasting lifestyle for healing specific modern day lifestyle diseases like diabetes, hypertension, cancer, fatty liver, PCOS, GERD, and many more. You can send an email to our admins or send